Here we are.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Regular Beer Wednesday. I'm in Louisiana with Louisiana Beer Reviews. Claude is in Colorado.
Winter Park, Colorado, 12,060 feet, highest town, incorporated town in the United States.
That's interesting. Can you tell what beer this is by just looking at it?
It's Champale. The champagne of. Remember Champale?
They still make it hard to find. But
they really, because there's a cat. The best beer ever made. You will. Your beer is better than mine. I'm jealous.
I bought a 30-pack. It was $23 even. $23 even.
Talk for 30 more seconds. I want to show you something.
$23 for 30 at Walmart. So that's what it looks like, folks. I'll turn on the lamp so I'm not in the dark.
What are you, herding cats again?
In there. Yeah, but she's learning that if she messes with the wire, she gets put out the room.
We interrupt this Louisiana beer review broadcast because Ron is herding his cat.
She doesn't like to be put out of the room, though, you see. So she's kind of starting to learn that if she touches the wire, she's out.
So I was looking at all the beers today. I said, I need a unique beer, a regular beer. Okay. I even went into Chat GPT. What is a regular beer? And all the beer, 6 packs of beer were $8.99, $9.99. And guess what was $4.99? And
Schaefer. I don't know. Oh, Pabst Blue Ribbon. Really? That's a low price.
Good old PBR, $4.99 can never go wrong. And I think I'll do. Then I saw a single can, just to give you a little background here, of this old-time favorite. Good old Sapporo. Would that be considered a regular beer?
Well, for Japan, maybe.
Okay. And so I'm not going to use this tonight. But could I have your permission to step in the Louisiana Beer Review for a second?
Step into Louisiana Beer Review. What?
Confessional booth.
Go ahead. I'm not a priest, but.
Well, forgive me, Ron, for I have sinned. Guess what's the one thing you've always been preaching? It's one of your best rules or pieces of advice when you buy a product, when you buy a beer, especially single cans.
Make sure you check the date.
Yeah, look what Mr. Genius did.
February 25th, 2025. Oh, you fail. You fail.
Should I take this back or still drink it, by the way?
I think if you take it back, you probably get your money back.
They know me there. But I bet you it's still good. I bet you there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, but it's better to drink them fresh, and I would take it back,
Okay. You're our leader, so I will definitely. I mean, I've had this before. I knew this was a winner. I did not know if this was what you'd call a regular beer, and I'm not in Japan, obviously. So I'm going to go with the good old PBR, $4.99 a 6-pack. Can you believe that? I mean,
not really, no.
And I don't understand this marketing. Why is Godzilla?
What do we do with Godzilla movies now?
Oh, is there? They've always. How many Godzilla? God, whatever happened to Mothra?
Good old Mothra.
So I have my favorite little glass here. Oh, Miller High. I'm jealous. You've got a much better beer than me.
Now, I don't have the famous bottle. I have a can, 4.6% alcohol, 7 IBUs, 141 calories. They say since 1903. It's actually been around since 1855. In 1903, they just changed the name of it. It used to be called Fred Miller Lager, but
I got to tell you, if I was on a desert island and I was going to be there for a while, and I only had one beer to choose, it would be Miller. It's always I love the consistency of it, which Budweiser and a lot of the other macro beers, they seem, depending on the brewery and the time of the year and everything else. Do you find there's a certain inconsistency with some brewers?
Some, but I haven't noticed that with Budweiser. But here's Pabst Blue Ribbon Beer Original. Now they're saying 4.7 on the website, but your can is going to indicate 4.5. So there's a little problem there.
No, my can says 4.7.
Oh, 4.7. Okay, I'm thinking of something else. Okay,
Wow.
never mind.
Is that something? That's a little lot. We're getting up there, right? Is that
well,
something?
Budweiser's 5, but
What's the
if you ever find this one, check it out.
Ooh, I'd love to try that. What is that one? I can't see. It's too small for me. Let me see.
6.5.
Oh, I would love to try that. Have you had that?
Yes.
And what's your take? What was your take on it?
It's like Pabst Blue Ribbon, but with extra strength.
Did it enhance? I find that sometimes when the alcohol gets a little higher, it enhances the flavor.
It did make it a little nicer, I guess. But then after a while, you get sick of it, But for a couple of cans, it's good. Now, for everyday drinking, you wouldn't want to. Okay, here's what the Pabst Blue Ribbon website says. Can you read that?
Original, always good for all the time. The original lager, 4.7 ABV. Wow. What's
there's
your
a locator tool, huh?
What is your Miller High Life?
4.6. So we're both pretty much in line,
I wonder what, just for the heck of it, I'm not drinking it tonight, but what's the Sapporo?
5 even.
4.9.
Okay, I thought it was 5. They might have changed it.
It's brewed in Escondido, California. That cracks me up. That's right near my home.
Under contract, right? Here's some swag you can buy from Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Is PBR still the college beer, as popular as it always was? Or
I don't know about that. I know it still sells pretty well around here.
It's a good product. There's nothing wrong with it.
Now we'll look at the review part.
Good.
Then we'll look at comments. So I poured mine. It's golden. Miller High Life always had a lot of head of foam. There's always a lot of foam with Miller High Life. It's bubbly it's bubbly like champagne. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Say no more. The aroma is grain. I used to say, and I still kind of stick by that. I used to say it smelled like steamed vegetables or boiled vegetables, but
I always got a banana flavor off of it.
I get that off of Coors. I don't get that off of Miller High Life, but
corny.
Cheers.
Cheers. Enjoy.
To your particular health. I'm stealing my material now. To your health, gentlemen.
Yes, good health.
People say, where do you come up with this? I say, I steal it. But it's very pleasant. I've been drinking through this 30-pack, and it's mild, it's mellow. It's not full of flavor. It's not a charge of heavy flavor. All right. Miller High Life is made to be low profile. It's low profile. So if you say, well, I drink Imperial Stouts, and I hope this is up to that level. Well, no, it's like if you drive a Ferrari and you buy a Nissan Versa, it's not going to be up to that level.
That's an unfair comparison, though, isn't it?
Obviously, but some people seem to have a problem with perspective, which is why I brought that up. Has a thick film of lacing around it. I really like it. It has a medium body, has a dry finish. Would I buy it again? Obviously, I bought it again and again for 30 years. Next month will be 30 years since I started my beer drinking project.
You were what, 13, 14?
27. I never drank beer. I never drank beer until February 1996. I mean, I had tasted it, here and there, but I never drank it. And then in February 96, I said, you know what? People talk about beer all the time. I hear about it. There must be something to it. So I said, let me start like a little project. I'll buy a beer and try it and then see where that goes. So I'm still working on the project.
What was your first beer? What
Miller
brand?
High Life.
Oh, okay. You always remember your first, right?
Yeah, and it was in little 7-ounce bottles. It was an 8-pack of 7-ounce bottles, and it
Oh,
was like,
those little Rolling Rock nips. Like,
yeah, they were called ponies. And it was like $1.99. So I thought,
can't
when I
find
drank
those
those, it might have been $2.99.
Can you find those still?
Oh yeah, easily. But when I drank that, I was like thinking to myself, I think I could make a project out of this, So then the next week I bought, like Schaefer, and then I bought Budweiser, and I just kept buying all the different brands and trying them. And I'm still working on it.
Good for you.
So this is going to get a good score. It's enjoyable.
Well, I have in honor of my PBR, I have my favorite beer, one of my favorite beer glasses.
Oh yeah.
You know this company, Ballast Point, and you know the fish that's on the front there? It's one of their best beers.
Sculpin.
It's a Sculpin. Are they edible, by the way?
I really don't know.
I don't know. I'm not a fishing guy.
We used to get their beers in Louisiana, but that stopped.
Anyway, Ballast Point, they're in San Diego. They started as a little 300, 400 square foot store where you could buy your own supplies to make your own beer. Kind of started out like that. And then they just exploded. I guess somebody bought them and a lot of big money. Anyway, usually go in there. The food, they're in India Street in San Diego. And the Grapefruit Sculpin, I consider one of the finest craft beers ever made. It's right up there. So this is my glass. Let's pour some PBR here. See what it looks like. Whoa, foamy, baby. Look at that. Woohoo.
I bet your can says Pabst Brewing Company, St. Louis, Missouri.
It actually says Pabst Brewing Company, St. Louis, Missouri, 4.7 alcohol by volume. Please recycle. Women should not drink alcohol beverages during pregnancy. Okay. And I don't get this Attack Peter. What is that?
I don't know.
I haven't a clue what that is.
I think they drink the alcoholic beverages before pregnancy, and that helps with getting into the pregnant state. But anyway,
I remember, God, in the Stone Age, women could still have a little bit of glass of wine or something, but then eventually they said absolutely no alcohol during pregnancy.
Oh yeah, they got really all or nothing about it.
You know what I love about beers like this? These regular, good old macro, just good beers. I love the smell.
Yeah.
I love the smell of real beer. The grain, you can smell. You guys call it the bread smell, I believe.
Yeah.
And look at that nice foamy head. Kind of, gosh, I think this is as foamy as your Miller High Life was on there. So to your health, I'm Prosit, L'chaim.
Cheers.
Cheers. Salute. Very bready, great mouthfeel, nice flavor. Just a good old, I haven't had a beer in about 3 days. So this is kind of nice. When you go on the wagon for a few days and then you have your first beer and it usually tastes pretty good. And this is going to get a very good score. Very nice.
I've heard people talk about doing that, but personally, no. Okay, but continue.
If you what I used to love, a lot of your beer reviews. I don't think you've done them in a while. You do them with the hard liquor, with the blind taste test.
Oh yeah.
And I'll tell you right now, in a blind taste test with maybe a Rolling Rock and a Budweiser, and this would be pretty close to the Miller. It's funny if you look on other beer reviews when they do the blind taste test. There's one beer review with like 10 different beers, and the guy tastes them all. Guess which one he picked? The
Pabst
Miller.
Blue Ribbon.
The Miller.
Oh, the Miller. Okay.
Miller. This came in, I think, third or fourth place, and there were a couple other beers in there that are way in the back. This is just a good, consistent, all-American beer. You'll never go wrong with it. You can't beat the price. When I can get a six-pack of this for $4.99, and I'm seeing everything else $8.99, $9.99, and I'm in a small town in the mountains. Things always cost more here. Okay, but it's amazing. Oh, what did I see? I saw my Narragansett. I almost bought my Narragansett tonight, which I love. But the last time I bought it for $4.99, and tonight it was $8.99.
Oh no!
Yeah, I mean it's Narragansett, okay, and it I think that's an excellent beer. I got turned on to that last year, and this is look at that foam. That foamy head does not go away on that, as it compared to a lot of does the foamy head make it taste any better? Seriously,
It makes it look nicer.
it makes it look nice. Does it affect the flavor of the taste in your opinion at all?
I don't really know. It seems like it does, but I could be just dreaming that.
Nice smell. I mean, this is not your Ballast Point IPA or your Pliny
No.
the Elder or your what's my Belgian beer that I like? Duvel. I love Duvel, but I don't drink it. I drink it only on special occasions. It's too good to drink on a regular bit. It's too expensive. 4-pack.
Oh, yeah, but it's great.
It's a 4-pack is $12, but it's a great beer. Great beer. So I'm going to give this a very generous score, unless you want it now.
We'll get to it. These are the kind of beers like if you went to Milwaukee and you went to a neighborhood bar, people would drink this in a neighborhood bar in Milwaukee. For instance, I have a few photos of Milwaukee neighborhood bars.
And it would taste even better because it'd be on tap.
Yeah, now this photo is a little old, but
it's a classic, though. When men were men.
You ever notice the old photos? They're never smiling, just looking at you.
Yeah. Well, the guy in the back has a kind of a Cheshire cat smile.
Yeah, that's a Milwaukee bar room. Interesting mustache. But anyway, back in the probably 1913, 14.
You don't see that Hitler mustache anymore.
It's probably popular until somebody ruined the mustache. But
Yeah.
Somebody's drinking a really dark beer there. Looked like a stout. Then you see like bottles of cognac and
Whiskey.
so that's an old. And look, Pabst beer. There you go. Oh, 15 cents. Kind of
You ever go
pricey.
to Tombstone, Arizona?
And then you can go to Milwaukee today and go hang out in the bar.
You ever go to Tombstone, Arizona?
No, but I've been to Arizona.
Great little town, where all the way the shootout, the OK Corral. It was a real rough and tussle silver mining western town, and one of the bars there still has a bullet hole in the glass behind the bar there. It's,
Wait a minute. I know about that town. They have pizza. That town has pizza. Tombstone.
not the same. It's one of the coolest little side trips we ever took. Tombstone, Arizona. I mean, it's a tourist town now, but there's been so many Kevin Costner movies and everything, and Doc Holliday movies made about that town and the shootout and everything.
Yeah.
Who did is it the Kevin Costner one? That there's been about 10 movies made about the shootout there, and it's a fun place to visit. It's a great little tourist town.
You ever been to any of those Texas towns along the Mexican border?
Well, Claudia lived in El Paso.
Okay, well, there's one.
Yeah. And I live in San Diego, which borders Tijuana.
Yeah, because I've been to Texas and I've been to all those Mexican border towns, like Brownsville, Laredo, Hidalgo.
Those border towns in Texas.
Del Rio.
Yeah, they're not the safest places to go to.
Eagle Pass. Well, I didn't have any problem, but I did go to a hotel one time and, well, I shouldn't tell this story, but anyway.
Yeah, go tell this story. Come on, you had a beer.
No, I went to Eagle Pass. This was like not even that long ago. And I was over there and I checked in at the hotel. It was like getting dark, like around this time, getting dark.
Uh-oh.
And the manager of the hotel says, "How you doing tonight?" I said, "I'm doing fine." He said, "Okay." I said, "I was thinking about going across the border into Mexico tonight." "Oh, yes, very, very nice, very nice." He said, "Are you looking to go meet some ladies?" I said, what did you just say to me?" He got me confused. I said, "What?" He said, "Well, are you looking to meet a lady?" I said, "I don't really understand." I didn't really understand what he was talking about.
How old were you?
Oh, I told you this was not that long ago. So he says, "I can call some people, and when you go across the border and there'll be a lady waiting for you, we can set it all up." I said, "Wait a minute." I said, "Man, I'm going across the border just looking for some beer to buy." I said, "What are you talking about?" "Oh, never mind, sir. I just thought you might be looking for having a good time tonight, And I was like, "Oh, man, I don't remember reading this service on the hotel website, the National Hotel website."
Ladies and gentlemen, everything he's saying tonight is under the influence of one Miller High Life.
No, but Claude, that's a true story. This actually happened. I'll tell you, it happened exactly the way I told it.
What else would you think he meant? I mean, was there any other conclusion you could come to?
No, it just caught me off guard because, I'm at a national hotel chain. This is not like...
Oh, okay.
This is a national hotel chain, like Holiday Inn, Marriott, whatever. It wasn't those, but it was a national... And I go to check in and he's asking me, "Are you looking to meet a lady tonight?" I'm like, "What?" So you just said to me that the border towns are kind of questionable.
Yeah, it depends.
And I thought I'd bring that up because that was a little bit questionable.
Mexican border towns can be downright dangerous. Nothing against the people; they're lovely, but they're you got to be careful. You got to go. You got to know where you're going. And
yeah, I do know where I'm going. But I had a feeling that the hotel manager was receiving a commission for these references.
Now, what do we call that? Trivia. What do we call that person?
It starts with a P and it ends with a P.
You got it. I'm glad you're keeping your family rating.
All right. Well, anyway, folks, I'm going to give a Miller High Life a very good rating. I'm going to score it a 90 out of 100. And I think that's fair. It's not amazingly amazing. It is amazing in a certain way because it always tastes the same. When I tried it in February 96, in 2006, in 2016, in 2026, it always tastes exactly the same, whether you like it or not, but it does taste the same. All right.
I like that. That's a really honest review.
Would I recommend it? Yeah, I'd recommend it in a certain context. You understand?
4.6. Yes. PBR, you guys have had this. You know what it tastes like. You know it's priced right. If you're on a beer budget or whatever, you're watching your money on it. It's consistent. Is it the best beer you'll ever have? Of course not. But the thing is, I always judge a beer. Did I enjoy it? Was it, supposed to taste like a beer like this, a macro beer taste? Yes. I always judge a beer. Would I buy it again? I really give most of my score on the actual enjoyment and would I repurchase it. I'll give this an 89, 90 around there. What is that? Is that an A minus, Ron?
Well, choose. 89 is a B plus, 90 is a A minus.
I'll give it a 90 then. It's a good product. It's priced right. You put it in the freezer for 5 minutes and on a hot summer day or a cold winter night. It's a good product. You don't have to go broke buying this stuff. It's got its own reputation. I think that I'd love to know if it's still very popular on the college campuses, or are they going towards some of the other?
I think it still is. Yeah, I think it still is.
You'll never go wrong. And when you say regular beer to me, I think Rolling Rock, Miller High Life, Budweiser.
Oh yeah, all that stuff.
Coors. What else?
Lone Star if you live in Texas.
I almost bought a Modelo Premium or whatever, Especial or whatever it's called. I love Corona, by the way. And we had one night, I think a year and a half ago, I had a Modelo. It was Modelo night. And I had a bad canner. I just did not. I have not had another Modelo.
Wow, that was like a bad night. And one more thing before we add the beverage ramble. When you drink this can of Pabst Blue Ribbon, does it make you want to watch a Godzilla movie? And if so, which one?
I'm trying to think of the best Godzilla movie was Godzilla versus King Kong it was in the 80s or 90s.
Oh, 1962.
Oh God, I'm really showing my age now.
Yeah, 1962, King Kong versus Godzilla. Yeah.
Oh, that was great. I mean,
what's up, y'all? How you doing?
Bowling night.
Bowling night.
Hello,
By the
Sean.
way, I think. Hey, what's up? If I remember, King Kong was it one of the movies with Jeff Bridges and Jessica Lange back in the 1980 or 81 version of King Kong?
1976.
And King Kong, the mechanical.
Yeah, Jeff Bridges, Jessica Lange.
Do you remember
Jessica Lange. Yeah.
The mechanical King Kong was supposed to pull Jessica Lange's dress off, and he broke one of her ribs.
Really?
And then it's, of course, I remember the movies. Godzilla, King Kong versus Godzilla, which was pretty cool.
And who could
they were good. They were just escape movies just to have fun.
How about Young Frankenstein?
Oh, that is classic.
Yeah, that was more like a comedy.
Love Gene Wilder. And if you get a chance, watch that documentary on HBO Max. If you get a chance, really good. Gene Wilder was just a brilliant. I mean, he wanted to be taken seriously as an actor, but he was really good as a comedic actor, and just dead on everything. And yeah, there goes Godzilla versus King Kong. You're right.
You found it, Ron.
Yeah.
Jean-Pierre, what do you have tonight?
Yeah. I'm right now drinking Bud Light tonight. I don't buy Bud Light, but hey, I'm here at the alley having Bud Light. Just enjoy life. Introduced 1982.
There goes your bowling score.
I'm just here to watch the bowling and just here to sit here at the bar, drink beer, and watch TV. So
tell the audience what was Bud Light called when it first hit the market?
Budweiser Lights.
Right.
Budweiser Light. So 1982. I know they was number one selling beer. Of course, recently had some situations, but they seem to have. Look, my personal belief is that I don't think the person who was trying to do the promoting was a bad person, but obviously some people were a little offended by it, and that's fine. Everybody has their views on it, but But yeah, look, Bud Light is enjoyed by everybody, no matter what who you are, what you are, what you do, what your gender, whatever. But
Yeah, but
but anyway, but they seem to kind of rectify that situation, and now they're seem to be crawling their way back into the #1 status. Right now, I know Michelob Ultra
are they going
is
back
still
up?
#1.
They're going back to #1 again.
Well, I don't know if it's going to be a while, but maybe slowly gets back to #1. But right now, Michelob Ultra is #1 in terms of the best-selling beer here in the United States, and which is like interesting because Michelob had another light beer that was just as good called Michelob Light, but Michelob Ultra kind of overtook it, you know. So,
Do you remember
Yep.
the Michelob Dark Michelob?
Yeah,
yes, Michelob Dark. I remember.
I have two unopened bottles. I have 2 unopened bottles of that.
I haven't seen that in a long time. Is that gone, Ron?
It's only been gone about 25 years.
No, okay.
Now, Jean-Pierre,
So,
how do you score the Bud Light?
yeah, Bud Light. Yeah, so I'm not going to be on long. I'm watching Wheel of Fortune right now. I'll give Bud Light because I don't buy it. You know, I'm not high on the beer, but I'll give it a tonight. I'll give it an 8.2. I'll give it an 82.
All right. Not your jam, but you will drink it.
How can an 80-year-old woman look that good?
I remember watching I think it was CNN in 1986, and they had the lady from Wheel of Fortune, and she was 27 years old when that.
Vanna White, yeah.
Yeah, 27 years old. And I was like, wow, she's pretty young. She's nice looking. You know, I remember that.
You
But,
dated it. Did you date her for a while?
I didn't go out with her. I just talked to her sometimes.
She was too stuck up or what?
She wasn't stuck up. We just didn't agree on what type
Yeah,
of
Vanna right now, I think
denim
is her,
outfits to wear.
in her late 60s right now, Vanna.
Well, if she was 27, 40 years ago, that means, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so she's in her late 60s. So she still looks great, taking care of herself, and having
Yes.
Ryan as the host.
Yeah.
Ryan
To be honest, she was mad because she kept saying, why do I keep talking to Stevie? And I said, that's just a phone call. It doesn't mean anything. But, you know, it's like, I don't want to get it. It's like, Vanna, you just need to go turn the letters, and we don't need to get into this. I'm tired of talking about it.
Yeah.
So it was kind of ugly. You know, it's kind of ugly. I was trying to kind of smooth it over, but.
Jean-Pierre, where are you? In Georgia, New Jersey?
No. I'm back in Jersey right now. Back in Jersey. Move a little closer to mom and dad right now. I'm probably the only of their children. I'm the only sibling that's up here close to them.
You're the
So-
good one. You're the good
So
son.
so I decided, even though when mom gets a little difficult at times, I'm so close by in case anything were to happen, because before I moved back up here, the only closest sibling that was my brother Patrick, and he's up in Buffalo,
Oh, that's
Buffalo,
not-
and where they are. That's a good ways away. So
Well, you're a good son.
yeah, thank you.
You're
I wish my mom knew that. I know I love my mom. She knew, realize that. Just let me be but moms will never. They always look at you as their kids. Always look at you as their babies.
Yeah.
You're still a kid. You're a kid. You're a kid. You're a kid. I said, Mom, I'm a grown man. No, you're a kid.
But remember, Prince talked about this situation in the song "When Doves Cry."
Yeah. Yep.
Tell us about your before you go. Tease us a little. Tell us about your favorite New Jersey pizza place.
Oh, okay. Oh, hands down, without question, is Star Tavern. That is good pizza. It's up in West Orange, New Jersey. It's a good ways away, and the closest one to me is Benny's, which is right down the street from me. and this is owned by this Albanian man. But the pizza is so good. The sauce is thin crust. The sauce is perfect. Just hits the spot. And of course, they do a lot of other good things too. You know, salads, which I tend to been eating a lot of lately because I'm trying to watch my diet. A lot of salads, Mediterranean stuff. But the pizza, the sauce is just right on point, and it's so good.
I'll put you in the Louisiana Beer Review famous confessional booth. I had Domino's. I had a little get together at my favorite brewery here in Colorado, and I like to have food when I'm having a few beers. I bought 3 Domino's pizzas. Okay.
Right.
Guess what 3 Domino's pizzas cost?
$29
Each.
And you know what? You
$9 each.
No, it was by the time you're done with tip, taxes, delivery, service charge, it's about $82.
what in Colorado? That's too much. But still, versus going to a local mom and pop pizza or even go ordering pizza from a hotel, you rather go Domino's or something like that, of what you pay for, especially if you're staying in a hotel room. I'm all about, I'm trying to save a buck.
Yeah, in Louisiana, that would result in a drive-by. But anyway, thanks for joining Beverage Ramble. Thanks for joining. Wow.
No problem, man. Just want to come and say hey. I just want to come and say hey and let y'all know, and I'm still here, still doing reviews. I just uploaded a review of this Arizona tea thing that I just did, which it wasn't too long. But it's just the beer scene right now. The beer scene right now is just, I'm just not really too.
It's kind of
it's just I'm desperate right now. That's why.
Y'all want to? Well, don't get desperate. It's just beer. It's not like life or death. Hey, y'all want to know what's coming up?
Yeah.
Good.
Friday is Fandango Friday. And you know what Fandango Friday is? Any liquor or liqueur. Sunday is Super Sunday. You can bring anything for Super Sunday. You can bring coffee or tea. And next Wednesday is Strong Beer Wednesday. Strong Beer Wednesday. Jean was kind of going off.
Yeah, it gets loud in the bowling alley there.
Yeah, Strong Beer Wednesday. Next Wednesday is Strong Beer Wednesday. Any beer that's 5.5 or higher. No, that's not exactly right, Claude.
Yes, it is.
But I said it's not exactly right.
Okay.
I said it was totally wrong.
I just read an article, a whole 4 or 5.
They had Albrecht discount. There was one company, and then the brothers got into a dispute in Germany.
And it was Aldi's North and Aldi's South.
After they got into a dispute over whether they should sell tobacco in their stores. So
I didn't know that. You're okay.
One brother said, yeah, we could sell cigarettes and cigars and chewing tobacco. The other brother said, no. So instead of arguing about it, they said, well, how about this? We'll just split the company into 2 subdivisions, Aldi North, Aldi South. And then Aldi North bought Trader Joe's in 1979.
Right.
And Aldi South is big in the United States under the Aldi brand.
And true or false, did one of the brothers own a portion of Albertson's supermarket chain, which is a huge Safeway chain now?
Probably true, but I don't know the whole.
For a while, they owned 10% of Albertsons. And America's discovering Aldi's now.
Aldi's and Lidl, especially here in the Northeast. You know, when you go to some of the grocery stores, I get my water sometimes at Lidl, and I go there and I get like 3 cases, and I come out paying, you know, relatively with ease, like $2.97, like for a pack of 24, 24 pack of water, and and I'll get like 2 cases, and and I will save a lot of money versus going to say a ShopRite or which is a big store here in the Northeast, or Wegmans, another big store here in the Northeast as well, or Stop and Shop.
But if you get on the Aldi corporate website, it's all still one big company. It's still Aldi, and then there's Aldi North, Aldi South, and it's still combined.
And depends on the location where you are. Certain Aldis and certain Lidl stores will sell alcohol, beer and wine and spirits. I went to one on Route 22. That was the only one that I saw, because I was going to buy something for my mom, like some laundry detergent that she likes. And I said, she loved it. I said, oh, I bought it at Aldi's. No, I bought it at Lidl. I said, great. And I went to Lidl, and this Lidl on Route 22 in Union, and I saw wow, there's wine, there's beer, So that's the only one. So it depends on territory, depends on state and certain, jurisdictions and whatnot. Certain Lidl stores and Aldi stores will sell beer, wine, and hard liquor.
And little known.
Now in the South, obviously, no problem. North Carolina, Virginia, Tennessee, Alabama, whatnot. So.
Oh yeah, Ron. True or false? Were the original Aldi brothers? Did they serve in the German army in World War II?
I don't know.
They did. Yes. As they were, well, what's the word? Drafted. They weren't part of the party or anything like that. But like anyone else, they were drafted to the German army in World War II.
Yep. Get drafted. You got to go.
Well, or yeah. Do you have to?
Well, you could flee to Denmark, but in that case, it wouldn't have mattered because Denmark was occupied by Germany. You could flee to Sweden, maybe.
And Amsterdam and most of Europe.
Yeah, you could maybe escape to Sweden, but they probably would have sent you back. Anyway, we're going to close out. It's been a good hangout, and we're going to close out.
Wait, we got a Jack Daniels review.
No, not tonight. All right. Say goodbye, kitten.
All right now.
Hey, kitty.
Hey, kitty.
She's getting big, but she'll scratch the hell out of you. All right. Anyway, her claws are like.
How's Dave doing?
Enjoy the games, everybody. If I don't see you, enjoy the 4th. Remember, we only have 7 games left.
Yeah.
And then the NFL season, we got 4 coming up on Saturday and Sunday, and then 2, and then one more February 8th, Super Sunday. So
yeah,
that's it. NFL season will be over with.
Yep. And that's it. All right. Well, David, I talked to him today on text. I found a tequila at a local store for less than over 50% discount. Over 50% discount.
Oh.
No. Okay.
He said, yeah, he wanted it. So, all right. Take care, everybody.
Thank you, Ron. Bye-bye.
All right, Ron. Later.
Hasta viernes.